Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with the Haute Modesty. Well, welcome to our Skincare Monday. And if you're interested in learning about skincare, please stay tuned. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Well, it is Monday, and it is time for me to share with you my skincare. And I know there was a lot of requests for it, and the thing is, it's really hard to really do the complete skincare that I'm used to doing because I do bring all my skincare products from my neck down to my décolleté area as well, which I'm not going to be able to do on camera. And also, I have to kind of look this goofy, you know what I mean? Lucille Ball goofy. Some of you know who Lucille Ball is. Some of you may not. So anyhow, well, let's get started. And I do have an AM and PM routine. And since the routine really doesn't differ a lot, I will tell you where it changes. And also, I will put for those of you who can't seem to get it, going, I will do what is called a no-brainer treatment. And that is by The Ordinary, and they tell you exactly what to buy. Only 3 products. And then you just put them in the order that they tell you. And that's a no-brainer. And so it makes it easy. And for me, I just add a couple of other things, and that's about it. But it really is not that extensive as a lot of people may believe. So let me get started. So anyway, as you know, that I do use the NuFace, and I'm not going to, this is a totally different video, a separate video, because it does take time, but I do use this on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and then I use the smaller version, which has little antennas from just my lips and around my eyes, because this is kind of too big for all the other days, okay? And so this is actually, it doesn't work, you know what I mean? So anyway, I do use this on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And sometimes I do change it up depending on how much time I have, right? So it's, don't make it difficult for yourself. Make it easy. And if you skip a day, so what? It's not like you're going to lose your whole, matrix is going to collapse. And, no. Have you seen that? Have you seen that commercial where your dermal matrix? I'm like, God. As soon as I heard that, I turned it off. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So anyway, let's get started. The first thing I do after I wash my face, and I did just wash my face, is to tone my skin. And along with my toner, I've been using the Volition Snow Mushroom Water Serum. And I've been really loving this. And I did buy another bottle, but look, it's almost gone. But I really like it. For some people, they say it smells kind of funny, but it actually has no fragrance in it. So it's just that earthy smell that people may not like. As far as the toner, I use the Paula's Choice Resist Normal to Dry Skin Advanced Replenishing Toner with hyaluronic acid. And this is what I use. And this is very easy. All I do is, you push it down and you see how much serum comes out. And what I do is I take this and I just pop a little bit like so. You saw how little that is. And then I squeeze in just one. And I rub my hands together and then I apply it just so. And like I said, I also go down my neck and my décolleté area. Because why not, right? So, because you have to remember, where you're going to see a lot of aging is in the neck, décolleté area, and the hands. So all of those areas should be part of your skincare routine. And a lot of people pay attention to their face and everything, and maybe their neck, but they don't really pay a lot of attention to the back of the hands or the hands itself or the décolleté area. And that's where age really starts to show. Okay, and I'm going to pat this in until it's about dry. I don't really let it completely dry. And I let it keep the moisture. And the next thing I use is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. And this is with B6. And this is a 2%, right? Yeah, it's a 2% emulsion. And I'm also almost out, but I do have a backup, believe me. I can't live without this stuff. And these are usually this whole thing stays in the refrigerator along with this guy here. And so I do keep it cool. So that's why it kind of looks frosty, but it's actually a clear bottle. And then so you see how much is there. And what I do is I just put a little bit in my hand like so. Again, I rub my hand together. I put this on. And hyaluronic acid, what it does is it helps to keep your water barrier, your fluid barrier plumped up with fluid. It helps retain fluid in your face. It's a very, very important chemical, okay? And so you really want to use it if you can, you know, a serum. This is one of the serums that anybody can use. It's not an acid, it's not a peptide, right? And so, and you can use it in the order that I'm giving it to you. Hyaluronic acid, usually the very first thing, and you should put it on while your skin is moist, okay? Because it's going to help the moisture barrier, okay? And after that, I'll put that back. And then the second thing I put on is niacinamide, okay? Again, by the ordinary, almost out too, because I use it, you know, together, so. And this is a vitamin formula is what I like to call it. And it's actually very good for anti-aging. Again, I just put in a little. This one is a little bit of milky color, and that is the normal color. And it's a little sticky, I'll be honest, when you first put it on. But as you tap it in, it actually, the stickiness completely disappears because I hate things that are sticky, especially on my neck. You know, so, but this does actually get absorbed. And this helps with the fine lines and anti-aging. And, you know, this is also good for prevention because it is a vitamin, right? Niacinamide. And you notice that there's a lot of creams now that say it's got niacinamide, it's got niacinamide. That's the, you know, that is actually the buzzword right now. And then so next what I do is I use what is called a buffet. And usually I use the clear bottle type. The reason why this is not clear is because this one has copper oxide in it. And so, and you know, it's up to you if you want it with copper. Some people don't. And this one here is because it's a peptide and it can actually be irritating to some people. So please, 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 on all of these, do a patch test. And if you haven't seen my video about patch testing, I will go ahead and put it below. And so for this one, it would be clear if it was in a clear bottle. But because of the copper in it, it's like blue. You see? What a pretty blue. I don't put that much in there. Just half of dropper. Again. And these have, this is called the buffet because it has different peptides in it to make a buffet. It's like a buffet table, right? I mean, you have so many different things. And I will go ahead and put on the screen here, or maybe here, what it contains, okay? And this is actually all you need. You don't need to add additional type of peptides. You don't need azelaic acid, you know, all that stuff. Unless you want to, but I don't know why you would, but yeah. So like I said, so far I've only used, okay, 3 bottles, right? 3 serums, okay? With 2 serums and a bottle of peptide. And then the last thing I do is this here. And this is very targeted. And this is my caffeine solution with EGCG, or is it ECGC? I always get that backwards. EGCG, I was right. Okay, and this is actually for brightening your eye area. And what I do is I take just a little bit, as you notice, like just a drop, and I put it like under my eyes. Again, try not to touch the dropper if you can. A drop, and you put it under the eyes, and I will close up the bottle because these are all volatile. You don't want to like leave it open. It is sensitive to like air and light. Okay, so what I do is do this. Yeah, I know a lot of people say, well, but it doesn't say it's safe to put on the eyelids. I know that, but you know, I've been doing this forever, and I guess either my body's used to it or it's okay to put on the eyelid. I don't see why it wouldn't be because it's caffeine. It is caffeine. It's not like any kind of retinol or anything like that. And also they have, you know, weak forms of retinol for around the eyes too. So this is what I do, just like that. And then this is where the step changes between day and night, and this is the only time it changes. At night, what I would do is I would kind of like walk around the house and do whatever I'm doing, you know, drink my last bit of tea, and then go in and put on my Retin-A. And then I put on the Retin-A and the areas avoiding around the eyes, avoiding this area here. And then I will put on a night mask, which is a moisturizer. It's just a moisturizer. Moisturizer after that, and then that's it. I'm done. But during the day is a little bit different. What I do is I use the, this is considered a moisturizer, but it's also an exfoliant because it's called the Advanced... Wrong one. Hold on. They looked alike. So this one, okay, this one is called, I'm like, wait a minute, toner. This one is the Daily Smoothing Treatment with 5% AHA, okay? Alpha hydroxy acid. And so it is a moisturizer according to the classification, even by Paula's Choice. And so this is my choice of moisturizer. So this is what I would use during the day. And because of this, this is an exfoliant as well because of the AHA. But you have to remember, because of this, super important to have sunscreen. It's super important to have sunscreen anyway, but things like this and Retin-A at night, it doesn't totally leave your skin, you know, it's still in there to treat it. And so you have to be careful. What I do is I pump 2 pumps, just like so, and it's like this color. And I just put this on like different parts of my face. And this is about the only one that I don't tap in because I don't want this thing like splash all over me. And I do avoid my eyes with this one because it does have AHA. And you have to be really careful with these chemicals because anything with acids and things like that, like strict peptides, you don't want to get it near your eyes, okay? Okay, so that's that. And I kind of rub it in pretty good. And what I do next is sunscreen, but I don't put sunscreen on right away. So what I will be doing is just walking around the house like this. But do know I will follow it up with my SPF 50. And this is also Paula's Choice. And you have to remember, you have to find sunscreen that works for you because there's a lot of people that won't wear sunscreen because they say, well, it beads, you know, my cream beads and then it doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, well, I get that. But you need sunscreen, so you've got to find one that works. And I can tell you, this is about the only one that doesn't pill. A pill meaning what some people call beading, right? That white, like a little roll of things come off. It looks like face lint. Hey, that's pretty good. I'm going to coin that. Face lint. Yeah. Those face lint? Yeah. This doesn't do it. And so this is why I like it so much. And that's why I'm challenged with, I know there's some controversy between chemical sunscreen and also mineral sunscreen, and this is a chemical sunscreen, but I don't have any issues with it. I mean, my skin is not that sensitive at all, and so I'm okay with it. But if you're going to use a not an organic, I'm sorry, why am I organic? But the mineral sunscreen, if you're going to use a mineral sunscreen, the Ordinary has a really good one, SPF 30. But the thing is, it's not made for everybody, especially if you are like any darker than me. Even I get flashback. And what I mean by flashback is that white cast. Yeah. And so when I put it on, I still get that white cast. But if I'm wearing foundation over it, it's not going to matter anyway because people are not going to see that white cast. But it's definitely not going to work for darker skin tones because it barely works for me. And I'm not that, I'm not that tan or anything. And so, but, consider using, if you can, use a chemical one. It's better than nothing. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I do enjoy SPF 50. And, another company that actually has a good one is Shiseido. And that seems to work. But yeah, it is what it is. And so my beautiful wildflowers, that is my routine. Like I said, at nighttime, only difference is I replace this AHA moisturizer with my Retin-A. And then I follow that Retin-A up with a nice night cream. Okay. And also, those of you who are using Retin-A, for some reason or another, people think that unless your face is peeling, it's not working. That's not true. That means that you're not using it right. My face never peeled like the way some people's face are just like snakes. It shouldn't do that. It means you're not moisturizing your skin afterwards. And it's not going to work. My Retin-A is not going to work if I mix with moisturizer. That's not true either. It works. Believe me, that retin-A has ability to be absorbed into the dermis and where it needs to do the work, okay? Retinol is different. Retinol will not reach, but retin-A is different. Okay, that's why you need a prescription. So, like I said, my beautiful wildflowers, any questions for me? Leave them below. And if you have any comments, leave them below too. And so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something and that you found it useful. So please hit like if I added value to you. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And so my beautiful wildflowers, thank you so much for spending your time with me. And as I always say, remember, don't sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.